Hey peeps, it's your boy, Ron Tech. So this is a device called Honkins. It's an undetectable mouse. Yeah, you heard me right. So most mouse devices end up plugging into your PC. Sometimes you have to, or you can install software to make your mouse look like it's moving around as if you're at your laptop. Where this does it without installing a drop of software. And this is what it looks like. Now, I ran this thing into the ground. So what eventually happens over time is there's a little piece here that I've had to put tape on now because it's been worn down to the point where it doesn't see it. So on the nut case, where's my mouse go? Here's a mouse. The mouse goes on top of here like this, right? This is the device. It has a USB connector, the old what do they call it? Type A or whatever they call it. And on the side, you have an on-off button. And if you look, that moves. What it does, this tricks this into thinking there's actual motion on the device itself. Yeah. And the reason why they can't detect it, now this is for educational purposes only. I'm not encouraging anyone to do this at work. This is just something fun to try. The reason why most people get caught using similar devices is that most enterprise environments have one or more software that goes in and inventory what programs are actually on your PC. And if they find something that looks like it emulates one of these, off with your neck. They're usually going to get rid of you. But this, they can't detect. It's all they know. They can't even really know that. But your laptop or desktop or whatever you're using won't go to sleep because usually when PCs lock themselves out is that they time out because there's not enough motion. As if no one's typing on the keyboard, the mouse is not moving. So it anti-locks to prevent people from getting using your PC. And almost all corporate PCs are like that. And even you can even set your own PC to do the same thing, just to play around with this. But it's undetectable because this here, you don't even plug this into your PC. You get a separate power brick and plug it into it. So the only communication between your PC and your personal desktop or hardware is that it thinks your mouse is moving. There's nothing else telling it that something's making your mouth move, other than there might be some erratic motions on the screen, which, most people got their mouth, they just twirl the mouse around anyway. So you really can't tell. The only other way they can suspect something fishy is if they have software that monitors what you do. And that's where it's going to get tricky because if I've seen, and I can't think of the software, there's probably several out there, but it'll tell you how often you've been opening your mail, how much you've been browsing, what applications you've been opening. And if you think you can use, now see, this would be good if you're going to run downstairs and get a cup of coffee and you don't want to have to come back upstairs and log back in again. But this will get you busted in the long term. Even though they can't tell, they're going like, he's logged on all his time and he never timed out, but he's not opening the applications. That's what's going to get you caught. This is just if you want to get a cup of coffee. And usually if you're at home somewhere secure where nobody can touch your PC. But this would be a good something to play around with at home. Again, use at your own risk. Because even though they may not know you have a mouse, they're gonna know something fishy going on. And especially if you're doing it, you think you're gonna do this and then walk out and go shopping for 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, that ain't what we'll do. So that's why it's not detectable. They can only guess at what's going on, but they can't prove. Most people that I know have gotten caught had software they put on their laptop or desktop to emulate this, or they had a device that you had to install the drivers on it so it would work, and that's how they get caught. Uh, Again, it's the Honkid Undetectable Mouse. There's no way they can detect it. As long as you got this plugged into another power source, that's almost impossible to tell. They would like, okay, something fishy going on, but we just don't know. Again, I do not recommend you use this at work. This is just a good something you want to use at home. Or again, if you use it for work, be careful, because if they notice that you online and your PC ain't locked out and you've been on there 6 hours and you ain't opened any applications, they're gonna be wondering what you're doing. Because even if it's a slow night, you should be doing something, checking emails, doing something. This doesn't do all that. It just makes your mouth move to prevent your PC from locking. That's all it does. I don't even know how much this thing costs. I bought it so long ago. Um, I just was walking around and I found the box and I'm like, I don't think I've ever did a video on this. And I had to go find it because I had it stored somewhere. I'm like, oh, let's do a video on this. Again, the Undetectable Mouse Mover, I guess you would call it. I don't even remember what the box even says. Yeah, Undetectable Mouse Mover. That's exactly what it's called. Again, yes. So yeah, the only thing is that now this will not work on the old ones, the ones with the ball. Yeah, I don't think that'll work very well. But if as long as it has the infrared one, works perfect. As long as it's on top of this device here, so when it starts to move, it gives the feeling of a mouse work. Okay, all right, we got it. I'm trying to think. Do I want to? I could. Yeah, you can get you one for yourself. I think it's only like $20. It's not very expensive. I think it's on Amazon. If y'all want the link, I'll see if I dig it up somewhere. But yes, it's a interesting device. Uh, but that's me. One tech world, always find the craziest stuff to buy, use, and then put it to the side. Until next time, folks, you take care of yourself. And again, come visit me more often. I'm always over here waiting for you guys. Take care of yourself. I'm out of here.